Yeah, man. Say, man, y'all know what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up in here chilling with one of the big homies. Yeah, man, we up here chilling, man. I'm up here with one of my big homies, man. You know what I'm saying? Say, man, like I told y'all before, we gonna keep on serving y'all with nothing but quality game. We gonna keep on giving y'all nothing but that quality game, you feel me? And we gonna stay on top of the game at all times, you feel me? So today, man, like I was telling y'all before in my last video, that yeah, man, I'm bringing my big homie to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I can bring my big homie to the forefront is because my big homie is certified. My big homie is certified in the streets, and he's certified on the inside. And when he came back to the streets, he's still certified because of the production that he's doing right now with his life, even after the 25 years that he done while being incarcerated. But like I said, man, I ain't gonna even give y'all this story, right? I'm gonna let the big homie tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, who he is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hollywood Henderson, you feel me? Yeah, the real deal, man. You know what I'm saying? But say, Wood, man, yeah, man, like I said, man, this we letting this go nationwide. And what we doing is we finna push the narrative to where they gotta understand that we got some people that got locked up, that have been incarcerated, but they done came home and they being productive. You see what I'm saying? But not only you being productive, you got so much wisdom and knowledge to share to the people, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let them know where you from. You know what I'm saying? Get them to run down on your lifestyle, your life story, man.
Well, first and foremost, for those that do know me, they call me Hollywood. And it's two parts to me. The first part was I was born and raised in the West Dallas projects. Born and bred in West Dallas. Didn't know nothing else but West Dallas. And so in 1990, I was sentenced to a life sentence for 13 aggravated robberies.
Damn, how many?
13.
Damn.
However, we all know it only take one robbery to sentence you to prison. So at the particular time, I was 18, probably roughly 19, and no names need to be mentioned. I was running with a group of guys, and I'm not ashamed to say that what we were robbing didn't even add up to the amount of years that I did.
Nah, for real. Man, you know what? I'm gonna stop right there because I think that what a lot of people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up into the money, not get caught up into consequences. So that's the reason why we gonna keep on serving. But yeah, but keep on going though.
So, we all know that there's consequences and repercussions behind everything you do. And you got good risks and you got bad risks. And what we call in the streets is penitentiary chances. So, on one particular day, I took one too many penitentiary chances. And that chance led me to doing 25 years. Like I said, I don't know how many people seen the video before this, and the name of it was Keeping It Real. And at the age of 18 and being from the streets, I thought keeping it real meant keeping it solid. And when the jakes get you, you keep it solid, and you never get a homies up. However, in this particular case, that didn't turn out with me. And by me being the youngest of the crowd, I kept it real, and they didn't keep it real with me. So therefore, I was sentenced to life in prison. I had to do 15 years before I was even eligible for parole. And so I wound up doing 25 years. And I did my 25 years, and came home. And here's the thing: what I knew then is the same thing that I did. What I knew then is the same thing that I know now. However, my actions were different. You know, I didn't move in the way that I move now. I'm still me, still knew the same thing, but I didn't act upon, what I was supposed to act upon. So it cost me 25 years of my life. Actually, it cost me 89% of my life, just to be accurate. For those that's out there, from 1990 to 2014, that was 89% of my life incarcerated in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
And so now we know. See, I know Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? But they don't know Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I tell them, I know Hollywood because I watched Hollywood in the hood. I saw Hollywood pull up in the air dogs. I saw Hollywood jump out fly. You know what I'm saying? But I also used to watch Hollywood jump out with a faux nigga about this long.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is trying to show the people that we didn't have the knowledge that we have now when it comes to understanding that these streets ain't what's happening. You see what I'm saying? So by us not knowing that, it put us in a position to where we crashed out.
Yeah.
But not only did we crash out, I consider it now to where that what made us become who we are now.
Yeah.
It made us elevate.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I know Hollywood now. You see what I'm saying? See, you got to realize I know Hollywood when he was free. I know Hollywood when we was in the prison system. We did time on Ferguson unit together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And this was, like I say, this is my homeboy when he was free. This is my homeboy when he was on the inside. And this is one of my sources on the outside. Like I told y'all before, never lose contact with the source. But listen though, here it is now, Hollywood. We taking that journey because now you done went from being free, raised up in the projects privately, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Now you going straight into what we call the big house.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So let's go down that journey, man. Let's go down that whole. Let's give them a nice little rundown about that journey. Because hold on, like I told y'all, I'm doing a documentary on West Dallas. So y'all gonna get more of the story because this is one of the main guys that's gonna be on that documentary. Real stand-up guys, okay? But now we gonna keep on going though. But let's take them on that little journey, man, that we call a vacation.
Well, like I say, I resided on the Ferguson unit for a number of years, and I carried myself the same way that I carried myself free.
Real life.
You know, I gave respect for those that deserve respect, and that's what I did. And for those that know me, I was never a bully. I was never a bully.
Square business.
Was I armed and dangerous with my hands? Yes. Did I have a lot of altercations? Yes. But I never did anything to a man that didn't deserve it.
Facts.
I never ever did anything to a man that didn't deserve it. Was I liked by everybody? No. And that's just the way of the world. You know. So here's the thing though, when you're in prison, you adapt to prison life. And it's by any means necessary. So for those that know the saying any means necessary, you know exactly what I'm saying. And the words speak for itself. Any means necessary. Whatever it took to survive, that's pretty much what you did. You know, so but like I said, as far as the prison life, you know, you had a lot of people that had problems adjusting to the system. However, I never had a problem adjusting to the system due to the fact because once I was convicted, I accepted my responsibility
Facts.
because I did what I did.
Facts.
I'm not one of those that say, well, you know what, I'm in here because I didn't do what I did or I stayed in denial. I was never ever in denial. I always accepted my responsibility for the crimes that I committed.
And that's real. And that's called being a real man.
Yes. So, like, my advice to anybody out there that's committing crimes, you know, and you hear them say, well, crime don't pay. It really don't. Because here it is today, you might commit a crime and get away with numerous of dollars. However, the first chance you get caught, you're going to spend more money in the commissary than you did when you committed that crime. Trust me, I know. I know.
Facts.
So, and you know, I've been knowing Dewberry for years. For years. And if it'd been anybody else besides him that would ask me to do this, the answer would have been no.
Facts, homie. Facts.
Because, for one, I don't share knowledge and wisdom with anybody that hasn't earned their respect. You know, I don't issue out respect like they issue out water bottles at a football game.
Real talk, man.
My respect is earned because what I say, you can stand on it. And it's no gray lines in nothing that I say. It's either yes or it's no.
Facts.
So when dealing with me, you don't have to guess. You don't have to guess. You know, as far as, you know, what he's going to say or what he's not going to say. You already know what you're getting when you're dealing with me. You know,
It's number real.
it's straight across the table. I always say, you know, you have a lot of guys that say, well, they're going to keep it 100, which is cool. But with me, I'm going to keep it 110. 110 with me is the 10% that I'm going to give you. The 10% is the respect. So that's past 100. It's 110 with me. I'm going to always keep it 110 for those that I can have the fully respect. They're going to always get the 110, you know. And you might have a lot of people say, well, y'all know Hollywood, and, you know, y'all know him. But the thing about that, though, they don't know me. They heard of me. They heard of me. And I'm not proclaiming to be some type of legend or anything other than who I am.
Exactly. But, yeah, you see, that's and I respect that. But you know what, Wood? I understand what a legend is.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I understand what a real guy is, right? I understand what a real G is, right? I do. So as I sit back and like I said, every neighborhood in every city, in every state, have individuals that's considered the big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not because of the work you put in, it's because of how you perform in every aspects of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Even right now, you got out in 2014. Nigga, you still look like you 21. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way you still continue to do what you do, right? And that's why I tell a person, I said, man, I got on here for a reason, right? And the reason why I got on here, and a lot of people like, man, dude, that ain't you, bro. Nah, everything me. Because one thing about life, it's starting to take real individuals to get out their comfort zone and start sharing the game that need to be shared.
Yeah. Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's why when I pull up, I'm going to pull up on the one that I know is 1,000.
Yeah.
I ain't pulling up on those that I know that ain't 1,000. And I know you in your own comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them the story about when you said you got out. You rode through the West, and you looked at it, and you told your wife, man, let's get out of here. I can't believe I gave them people 25 years of my life for this.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That means something to me, homie. Like, them stories need to be told.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying though, Wood?
Yeah, but the thing about that, man, is that uh, when you can ride through a neighborhood that you used to consider that you were proud of, and now you ride back to that same neighborhood, and your mind automatically transfer to some some degree of depression that lets you know that you were never supposed to be in this environment anyway. Because anything that bothers you this much, you were never supposed to be there anyway.
Facts.
And sometimes they say that, we as black men are a product of our environment. However, I find that to be somewhat untrue, because anytime you are a product of your environment, you always continue to be a product of your environment. And what I said that to say this: for those that get out and return back to the same environment without no consequences or repercussions, then that individual is a product of that environment.
Facts, man.
However, we as people operate on different levels. Some of us elevate and some of us don't elevate. Because here's the thing, is that, like I said, for those 25 years, and I'm no different from anybody else that goes to prison and get out. However, what separates me from a lot of people, because I renewed the mind.
Facts, homie.
See, the renewing of the mind renews the body. However, if you don't renew the mind, the body's not going to renew either. And I know some people out there may be saying, well, why is Dewberry proclaiming that this individual is a legend? Like I said, I find no gratitude in saying that about me, because I'm not ever the one to stroke my own ego, because I have never been like that.
Facts.
And,
the streets tell your story.
Yes. I let everything.
The walls on the inside tell
Yes.
your story.
I let everything else speak for itself.
Exactly.
I don't do that. And I'm never the one to, like I said, that, and like I say, I go back to this, man. The day that I was convicted and was given a life sentence, I was 18.
Kid.
I was a kid.
A kid, homie.
I didn't know which way I was going to go, how I was going to go by doing it, and how I was going to be able to pull all that time and still stay sane. However, but once I started on my journey in prison, I come to realize real quick that this system is no different from the streets.
Facts.
It's no different. And it's all about how you adjust from the mental standpoint. Because I understand now at 53 that everything inside and outside, it operates mental. If you can survive the mental aspects of life, I guarantee you, nothing in life will be too big for you to overcome. Nothing.
Nothing.
And as we sit here today, me and a long time friend of mine, which I consider as my, not little brother, because he's not little as in as in age or whatever. He's very knowledgeable of a lot of things, because his cloth is the same cloth that I'm cut from. Maybe years younger than me, but the cloth that he's cut from is the same cloth that I'm cut from. And for one, we do not operate on excuses.
Facts, man. Facts, man.
You know,
Facts.
and
Facts.
you always want to remember to be a better person than you were the day before. So it's 24 hours in a day. It's 24 hours in a day. And it passes by second by second. So if you had a bad day today, that's the reason why it's a tomorrow.
Facts, homie.
Put that behind you and live for the day that you woke up. So I said that to say this, I looked at a few videos that that Anthony did, and
This my source now.
And-
Like I told y'all, this my source who gonna give me what I deserve to have her, man. But go ahead, Wood.
I looked at a few videos that he did, and he was going back and forth with certain individuals. There's no names that need to be called because I don't do that. I don't disrespect one person for another person. I just call it like I see it. I call it like I see it. And if you consider to be an individual that's gonna stand on principles, then stand on the principle. Anything outside of that, you don't have time to be wasting on it.
Oh man.
You stand on what you stand on, and you let the next man stand on what they stand on. Because if you spend 8 hours going back and forth with somebody that's voicing their opinion about you, then you lost the other hours of today. It's all about today. Were you productive today?
Facts. That's
Were you
facts.
productive today? And here's the thing though. We all get up in the morning. When you put the Nikes on, that hoodie, and that nice hat, and that chain, you looking in that mirror. You looking right in that mirror. But do you ever talk to the man in the mirror, which is self? Talk to self sometime. Talk to self sometime. And it's okay if you talk to yourself. We're only considered crazy when we answer ourselves. So always remember that.
Nah, real talk.
Spend time with yourself. Appreciate self. Because when you start to appreciate self, then you'll start appreciating life. You'll start appreciating life. And then you'll understand that the meaning of respect. You have to respect the smallest things on earth. And you'll get respect back. I know some of you heard when they say respect the game. See, there's two types of things in this world. It's a game and it's a business. But if you want to succeed in life, you have to achieve the business aspect of it. That's the real true game. The
Real
business aspect of life. And try to be a better person than you were yesterday.
Facts. Facts.
And
Facts.
and like I say, it's a now that I'm here and I'm sharing parts of who I am and what I stand for. This won't be the last time that I'll be seen.
No. It's facts,
Because
man. Facts.
I am a finisher.
Mm-hmm.
I am a finisher.
See, Wood, that's what I'm steady saying. See, we don't have nobody to tell our stories.
Yeah.
Right? Because this what you just said. Can't no anybody put no camera in your face and tell you, say, man, let's talk about X, Y, and Z. Because they not qualified to be able to say, hey, let's do this, right? So you need more people that's certified and qualified. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not on here saying that, man, I need to interview somebody in New York City, whatever. Now, I need y'all to understand what I got going on in my city. I need y'all to understand that I got big homies. Then I also got little homies that's considered big homies. I also got individuals that's come out here, that's gone through a lifestyle, come home and being productive. That's like right now with you. You so multi-talented. I mean, you when I go in your house, I be tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? On all the shoes you do, like the shoes. My boy Wood do all the shoes, man. Shirts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's called being creative. Hollywood ain't in the hood. Hollywood ain't in the hood. I don't go to the hood to see Hollywood.
Well, you can show them what we at.
Nah, they see this beauty. They see it. It's nice.
Yeah.
But one thing about it, I don't go to the hood to see Hollywood. I drive all the way out here where it's super nice at. People know how Plano is. Super nice. And I sit out here and we chop it up. And he understand the mission. And he always tell me, don't lose sight of the source. This the source, homie. Because see, it's a difference, right? And me and my boy Wood talked about it. You gonna have those that's gonna be on your side for a reason, and some of them gonna be on your side because we call them riders.
Mm-hmm.
They just gonna be riders. They just wanna ride the coattail. Not calling you a mark or a buster, but we got those that just wanna be riders. Hey man, okay, yeah. We got those kind, right? But when you dealing with the source, see the source is somebody that's gonna tell you straight up, man, what you got going on? Nah, homie, we ain't gonna do that. Nah, that ain't what's up, man. Let that slide. That ain't even about nothing. Or say, man, check this out. Folk, you know, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna be able to tell you something and that's not gonna agree with you on anything that you say. That's willing to tell you what's right and what's wrong. Those people are considered sources. You know what I'm saying? We still close because I respect everything the big homie tell me. I respect what the big homie tell me because guess what? He don't smoke. He don't drink. He don't hang out. He deduct business and stay out the way and stay in his own lane. He's focused. The time didn't hurt him. The time made him a better person to where now I got to keep him in the loophole to keep serving the game to the public. The public need to hear more of Hollywood. He ain't never, you hear him? Did he say one thing about another man? It's too much game to be spilled than to be talking about another man, another individuals. We stay on topics. You feel me? Yeah, man, but I want y'all to stay tuned. But say, man, I'm going to keep on serving it to you, raw and uncut. And everybody I have on my platform, they going to serve it to y'all raw and uncut. And I mean that I'm the one that's going to give y'all what y'all supposed to have. And that's the real from the streets, man. And I'm pulling up. Or y'all pulling up on me. We going to make this happen. Because the world need to know about what goes on in the city, in a transformation that people like Hollywood make on an everyday basis. We never talked about it. Y'all only talk about those that come home, they get locked up, come home and get locked back up. They don't tell y'all about this, do they? You see what I'm saying? I am. That's my job. I signed up for it. And I serve this on the internet because, like I keep telling y'all, when I'm not on the internet, I'm doing real life things. I really look out for those kids. I really do. Yeah, we got how many just drop 15 backpacks out to Hollywood to go ahead and put logos and numbers on them. This is what he do. But this is what real people do. We really connect with each other, man. We really give back. We really do give back. Man, he got shoes. He just say, man, go out there and give them. Go find somebody to give them to. This is what we do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let Hollywood serve y'all and so he can go ahead and end the game. Because we ain't going to give y'all the whole game. We going to give y'all a brief because, like I keep telling y'all, we got more to come. The documentary coming of my city and my hood. I tell y'all. And there's only very few people that can tell the real story. Square business, man. But God don't give it to him raw and uncut, Wood.
So here's the thing, man. This is what everybody needs to know. that we all share information with each other. And it's, let's never forget that it's several types of information. You got good information, misinformation, and no information. So out of the three, you have to pick and choose what information that you share with an individual in today's society. Because whether you accept it or you reject it, every individual in your life has an agenda. And it's up to you to decipher the agenda that individual has for you. Because nobody can tell your story better than you. And you can be with a person for a lifetime and never, ever, ever know that person. So don't ever say that I know him or I knew him, because the only person that can ever genuinely know you is you.
Facts.
And some might say, well, that's an untrue statement. However, we all have opinions. But it's a proven fact that although I've been knowing him for a very long time, but I can never say that I know him, because people do stuff to surprise you every day, and the first response will be, man, I didn't know you can do that.
Real talk. Real talk.
And that alone tells you,
yeah,
when that statement is made, you really don't know me after all.
Real talk.
You'll know some of the moves that I make, but as far as knowing me through and through, no one can ever know an individual through and through. So that's the number one thing that I really need for you all to get, that the people that you allow in your lives all have agendas, whether it be good or whether it be bad. However, it's up to you to seek those agendas out. To seek those agendas out and find out that if this person is right for you to share misinformation, good information, or no information. However, it's all mental. Mental. It's all mental. In today's society, what wins is mental stability. Once you focus on mental stability, everything else will come. Trust me. Trust me. The 25 years that I spent in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, some days were better than other days. But my mental stability allowed me as an individual to live that down and still be sane. For a day that I was incarcerated, I've never ever took a mind-altering drug.
Oh man, never.
To escape my reality. Never ever did that. Never ever did that. And you have a lot of guys that glorify prison. I don't spend too much time talking about it, because there's nothing glorified about what I did and what it took for me to get there. Because within 60 seconds, your whole life could change. Just remember that. It takes 60 seconds for your entire life to change.
Facts.
So with that being said, I bring that to the conclusion for now. But once again, you will be hearing from me in the same area, the same environment, which is non-hostile.
Relaxation.
It's a non-hostile environment.
Relaxing.
And my advice to those that are in hostile environments, do whatever you can to escape those environments if you want to continue to exist on this earth.
Facts, homie. So with that, man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. I hope y'all can understand what was said. It ain't about the hood, homie. You gotta be bigger than the hood. You see what I'm saying? So if you ain't got nothing to prove, you gotta understand how we moving now. We moved in a whole nother direction. So I'm gonna let y'all go, man, and let y'all know how we go. Y'all know how it go, man. We gonna keep on serving number quality game, man. We gonna keep on giving to y'all raw and uncut. I'm gonna keep on bringing in real people that lived a real life, and they stories ain't never been told. I'm gonna be the one to tell it. So until then, guess what? Quality game over every game, Jack.